Alright, let me see. Popular recent broadcasts, all videos, view all. Um, should be this one, maybe. I'll have it muted.
No.
There we go. Anton Verlo. Autumn 2020 Department General Bing. Hallworth. Harry Hallworth. He might have gone last seen on Rainbow Road. He might have gotten by Foggy Jack. Maybe. Who knows? Alleged toxic fog, just some bad smells from bakery. I'm looking at, like, my past broadcast. I'm looking at, the room that I'm basically at right now. Harry Hallworth is doing his own thing. Harry Hallworth also kind of looks like Jack Worthing, which I'm pretty sure I have seen other things related to him through on the news on this game. Let me see. Manual save 8. Okay. You know what we're gonna do? We're gonna go to the menu. I'm gonna go over here, and I'm going to look at things. Theater, funny old customs, Maypole, PSA downers. Look at you, downers. No. No. Famous Brits. Plague doesn't exist.
Welcome to today's edition.
Some friendly advice for tourists. Is there a way to skip?
Wakey, wakey, everyone. It's another lovely day in Wellington Wells. Now, in case we have any visitors today, here are a few tips that will help you get along with everyone. And the most important one, of course, is don't forget to take your joy. And drink plenty of water, too. Fortunately, there's joy in the water. And eat plenty of nutritious food. And may I be the first to recommend our local delicacy, veal meat. Of course, be very careful to stay away from downers. Fortunately, most of them live in the Garden District, and, well, no decent person goes there. It's full of dangerous maniacs and lunatics. If someone's dressed in rags, tell them. now it's time to read some of the letters our audience writes to Jack Worthing. That's me, Uncle Jack. First we have Mrs. H.K. Chesterfield of Purloin's Drive, Maidenhome. And she writes, sometimes when I look out at my window at the garden district at night, I think I see fires. I assumed it was the bobbies keeping themselves warm, but once I saw a whole lot of fires out in Wednesday's Hill. They're not having some sort of police convention, are they? And I swear I could hear chanting. Well, Mrs. Chesterfield, I shouldn't worry. Sometimes, you know, the moon reflects in the windows, and then if there's a wind knocking against that window, it can create a sort of... And now, it's once again time for I Hear You, the part of our show where Jack Worthing, that's me, answers your letters and questions about our life in Wellington Wells. And now it's time for I Hear You, the show where Jack Worthing, that's me, answers your letters and questions about our life in beautiful Wellington Wells. This one is from Richard Starkey of Biddleston Road. Dear Uncle Jack, is it true there are blind albino mole people living beneath our fair city? That's what my friends say. I thought I saw one too, but I wasn't sure, as we'd all had a bit too much to drink, and my memory, of course, is a bit fuzzy. Dear Richard, of course there aren't mole people. This isn't London. There are no ancient catacombs or old bomb shelters underneath our streets. And of course the Wellington Under is completely blocked up. And human beings have not suddenly grown claws to make their own tunnels through the dirt, thank goodness. What an imagination your friend has. Now, of course, there are the poor benighted wastrels in the garden district, which is reason enough not to go there if you need a reason. Not to mention the unexploded bombs, the rusty scraps of metal and holes that you can fall into. And I don't need to tell you about how dangerous it is outside the walls. I wouldn't even think about going there. But you can be perfectly sure that absolutely no one is moving around underneath the pavement. Well, I'm glad that's settled. This one is from John Lydon of Benwell Road. Dear Jack. Well, I guess he isn't the sort of fellow to cry uncle, Mr. Lydon? Dear Jack, there's a stranger in my house who looks just like my wife. And she says she's my wife too. What has been done with my real wife, and who did this to me? Your help is much appreciated in this matter. Well, it looks like Mr. Lydon has been experiencing one of the odd side effects of joy. Now, it does happen from time. And now, it's once again time for I Hear You, the part of our show where Jack Worthing, that's me, answers your letters and questions about our life in
I don't know how
Wellington
much
Wells.
more there was to this part.
Let's see what Rosalie Millay Scott has to say. Wait a second. Do I detect a hint of roses? Oh, Rosalie. It isn't a love letter. It's going to be very embarrassing when I read it out in the air. Dear Uncle Jack. Well, that's better, isn't it? Whose uncle are you? Are you my uncle? I don't remember having an uncle. Dear Rosalie. Oh, how I wish I were your uncle. Because you seem like a lovely girl.
The thing comes later. It has to be later on in this.
And now it's time for I Hear You, the show where Jack Worthing, that's me, answers your letters and questions about our life in beautiful Wellington Wells.
It has to be this one.
This one is from Richard Starkey of Biddleston Road. Dear Uncle
Maybe
Jack,
later. I don't know.
is it true there are blind albino mole people living beneath our fair city? That's what my friends say. I thought I saw one too, but I wasn't sure, as we'd all had a bit too much to drink, And my memory, of course, is a bit fuzzy. Dear Richard, of course there aren't mole people. This isn't London. There are no ancient catacombs or old bomb shelters underneath our streets. And of course the Wellington Under is completely blocked up. Human beings have not suddenly grown claws to make their own tunnels through the dirt, thank goodness. What an imagination your friend has. Now, of course, there are the poor benighted wastrels in the Garden District, which is reason enough not to go there if you need a reason. Not to mention the unexploded bombs, the rusty scraps of metal, and
Hopefully it continues after the
And I
stranger.
don't need to tell you about how dangerous it is outside the walls. I wouldn't even think about going there. But you can be perfectly sure that absolutely no one is moving around.
I know that he
pages.
talks about some
Well,
strange
said.
letters or something, I think, in it.
This one is from John Lydon of Benwell Road. Dear Jack. Well, I guess he isn't the sort of fellow to cry uncle, Mr. Lydon? Dear Jack, there's a stranger in my house who looks just like my wife. And she says she's my wife too. What has been done with my real wife, and who did this to me? Your help is much appreciated in this matter. Well, it looks like Mr. Lydon has been experiencing one of the odd side effects of joy. Now, it does happen from time to time. It's called Capgras delusion, and it's not unheard of. Mr. Lydon, if you're listening, go see a doctor. They may be able to adjust your dose or give you an analogue. And if anyone who's listening that actually knows Mr. Lydon, who lives on Benwell Road, do inform a nearby doctor that Mr. Lydon might need a visit. I'm sure everything will come out roses. And remember, by the way, don't hesitate to go see a doctor if you need any medical attention. They'll fix up that cut right away. And they always check your joy level and make sure that it's where it should be. Good. This one is from Edwin Powell of Hoylake. Dear Mr. Worthing. Oh, Edwin. Let's be friends, shall we? Actually, I'm just going to edit this one a bit. Dear Uncle Jack, I was cleaning out my garage and I came up with a big pile of newspapers from the war. Yes, well, I'm not going to read the rest of this letter because I know exactly what you should do. What do you do with a bunch of old newspaper?
Maybe it wasn't his name then. Maybe Hawthorne does look like Jack Worthing, but... Maybe Jack Worthing is his front?
Just, watching the day go by.
Okay. I'm back. Hey Ray, what's up? I just got done looking at the thing.
It's not the rats you see, it's the rats that see you.
So Harry Hawthorne is the one that went missing. That was the name I was looking for. He looks kind of like Jack Worthing, which is Uncle Jack in this game. And I went and I tried seeing if I can find any other names that have been, you know, used to name him in particular. But I guess I was mistaken in what exactly was said.
Save a bit for the next minute.
Might have to do some more digging.
You're getting ready to go to bed. you like me to read you a bedtime story? Of course you would. Well, sit down next to the fire, if you've got one, and wrap a blanket around yourselves, and I'll tell you something that happened. Tonight's story is called The Pied Piper. And some people say it actually took place. And some people say it actually took place in our very own Hamelin. But who knows? The past is deep and dark and filled with mists and strange things that move in the night. It's best not to go
I'll
into
be
it.
right back.
Strange things happen in fairy tales, but even stranger and nastier things happen in the past. Thank goodness we're not living then, and our days are bright and filled with joy. Once upon a time, there was a town called Hamelin. It wasn't the name of the town. That's just what it was called. It was a happy town, full of rich merchants and hard-working smiths and beautiful girls and jovial lads. But awful things can happen to good people. And little did the people of Hamelin know, but dark times were coming. There was a hard winter when wolves came down from the hills and attacked the sheep. And the wolves brought crows which would wait for the sight of rotting meat and then descend in swarms. And some said, though no one ever saw it, that the crows did not always wait for death. And some said it was not only wolves who were murdering animals out in the fields. The crows knew that they only said caw. But if the winter was hard, the summer was harder still. For the summer brought rats. They came
This
onto
is
the
not
beaches
what I
from a
expected
ship
the
that
future
sailed
to
from
be.
France. At first there were just a few, but soon there were hundreds of rats, then thousands of them. They swarmed into the town, and they said to themselves in their rat speech, "Here is a rich town. Let us eat everything we can." So they ate the grain, they chewed their way into cupboards to eat the cheese, they even ate chickens when they could quarter them. Nothing was safe. The villagers, well, they were at their wits' end. If you can kill one rat, you can set traps for 12 rats. But who can kill 1,000 rats? As long as there are 2 rats, in weeks there'll be dozens. And in weeks after that, there will be thousands again. The villagers were in despair. But one day, a tall man came to town. He was a piper. He played a pipe. So they called him the Pied Piper, for he wore a coat of many colours. He was not very good at playing the pipes, but when the villagers told him to stop playing, he told them, "Although I'm not very good at playing to entertain people, I know how to play to rats." Well, who would play music for rats, you ask? Well, the piper never explained, but he offered the town to pipe their rats away. He said, "It'll cost you a great deal of money. But I promise you, when it's all over, there will be no more rats." He even promised that if he left a single rat, he'd be paid
Am
nothing.
I the only viewer right now?
Now the
You are.
villagers of
You are
Hamelin were not
currently the
poor.
only viewer.
But
Hello.
they liked their money. Still, they thought they would never have to pay the piper. I mean, after all, who could possibly rid the town
Don't
of
you
every
feel
last
special?
rat?
Because now,
So they agreed
You can
to the
leave.
piper's terms.
and then I'd be alone.
I'm afraid we've come to the end of our time. Tune in again tomorrow evening, and I'll tell you the rest of the story of the Pied Piper of Hamelin. Will the town get rid of their rats? And how will they pay the piper? It's a lovely story, and I'm sure you'll enjoy how it ends. For now, this is Jack Worthing saying good night all, and see you tomorrow.
If only they were all like you. You're a credit to us all. I'm honored to know you.
these days. I really ought to explore those caves. I'm getting old. When did it all start to fall apart? It worked for a decade and a half, didn't it? Oh dear.
What's going on? I George! Stop! Right! I've had it with you. Right. That cuts it.
No. No, it doesn't.
Hey, get him, lad!
No, no, no.
I won't have it. There's the fucker. Right there. That's it. Running.
Who the hell are you and why are you here? Mind your bloody business! You stupid bitch!
What am I doing?
Oh, have I not been here? New place to loot. Neat. I do love looting. Looting is my favorite thing. Do-do. Do-do-do. Do-do. Do-do-do-do. Do. Come on. Oh, there we go. That's better. There you are. And good day to you. Nah. Stupid turning being all weird sometimes. I don't like that. No, I did not. I did not. No, what? Hold on. Wait a minute. Turn that off. Because fuck you. You're not gonna zap me. No, no, no. I don't think so. You big stinky. Give me that shit. I want your loot. Yes, please. Well, I haven't really ate anything in the game in a while. I might as well drink something as well. Let's have a sandwich. Ah, tasty. Tasty, tasty sandwich. There we are. Now, where is a doctor when you need one? Sorry. Would you
I
like
just
some
want
scotch?
you to know that I appreciate what you do.
That's better. Would
This
you
is
like
for
some
you.
scotch? Did you get it? Yeah. No?
Would you like this?
Yes, you would.
Here. I want you to have this. Oh dear.
I am right up to know the constabulary. Well, that's dreadful decent of you.
Dreadful decent of you to let me do my business, thank you. Why am I not able to find a doctor in here? I thought I would be able to find one. I swear there was some around here. Maybe not. Where's my tea? I need my tea. Ooh, stew. There we go.
Well, I hope Mrs. Hudson feeds Sparky and doesn't eat him.
I don't. Okay, well, I guess these people I can fight.
Oh dear.
Why not? You don't see anything. You don't see anything. You don't see nothing. Nothing's going on. I don't know what you're talking about. Shh. Shush, 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 shush. Big old shushers. Shush, shush, shush. Oh, hey. Oh, I should not have done that. Well, it was nice knowing you. Oh dear. Fuck. Ah. Fuck.
I suppose they'll be rolling up the pavements about now.
Maybe the doctors only come out during the day.
Brace yourself, Arthur.
You will take your choice, Indy.
Oh, it doesn't kill you.
Well, it's getting late, isn't it? It's time for all good citizens to be getting ready to go to bed. Would you like me to read you a bedtime story? Of course you would. Well, sit down next to the fire, if you've got one, and wrap a blanket around yourselves, and I'll tell you something that happened. Tonight's story is called The Pied Piper, and some people say it actually took place. And some people say it actually took place in our very own Hamlin. But who knows? The past is deep and dark and filled with mists and strange things that move in the night. It's best not to go into it. Strange things happen in fairy tales, but even stranger and nastier things happen in the past. Thank goodness we're not living then, and our days are bright and filled with joy. Once upon a time, there was a town called Hamlin. It wasn't the name of the town. That's just what it was called. It was a happy town, full of rich merchants and hard-working smiths and beautiful girls and jovial lads. But awful things can happen to good people. And little did the people of Hamlin know, but dark times were coming. There was a hard winter when wolves came down from the hills and attacked the sheep. And the wolves brought crows which would wait for the sight of rotting meat and then descend in swarms. And some said, though no one ever saw it, that the crows did not always wait for death. And some said it was not only wolves who were murdering animals out in the fields. The crows knew that they only said caw. But if the winter was hard, the summer was harder still. For the summer brought rats. They came onto the beaches from a ship that had sailed from France. At first there were just a few, but soon there were hundreds of rats, then thousands of them. They swarmed into the town, and they said to themselves in their rat speech, "Here is a rich town. Let us eat everything we can." So they ate the grain, they chewed their way into cupboards to eat the cheese, they even ate chickens when they could corner them. Nothing was safe. The villagers, well, they were at their wits' end. You can kill one rat, you can set traps for 12 rats, but who can kill 1,000 rats? As long as there are 2 rats, in weeks there'll be dozens, and in weeks after that, there will be thousands again. The villagers were in despair. But one day, a tall man came to town. He was a piper. He played a pipe. So they called him the Pied Piper, for he wore a coat of many colors. He was not very good at playing the pipes, but when the villagers told him to stop playing, he told them, "Although I'm not very good at playing to entertain people, I know what to play to rats." Well, who would play music for rats, you ask? Well, the piper never explained, but he offered the town to pipe their rats away. He said, "It'll cost you a great deal of money. I promise you, when it's all over, there will be no more rats." He even promised that if he left a single rat, they need pay him nothing. Now, the villagers of Hamlin were not poor, but they liked their money. Still, they thought they would never have to pay the piper. I mean, after all, who could possibly rid the town of every last rat? So they agreed to the piper's terms. And I'm afraid
come to the end of our time. Tune in again tomorrow evening, and I'll tell you the rest of the story of the Pied Piper of Hamelin. Will the town get rid of their rats? And how will they pay the piper? It's a lovely story, and I'm sure you'll enjoy how it ends. For now, this is Jack Worthing saying good night all, and see you tomorrow.
Well, you've made your bed, Arthur, haven't you?
I guess now we look for doctors?
Bloody hell. Oh, bloody hell.
Dude over here just swiveling. Don't mind him. He just swivels. Using them good old-fashioned swivel benches as you do. Ah, he chose to swivel off to another side. Takes great skill, that does. He is the Messiah. Where in the hell is the doctor? Ah, there goes one.
Did you think I...
No, I don't know what you mean. What's going on? What's happening?
Thief.
Fee, five, fo, fum, war. You what, mate? Sha-da-da-da. La-da-da-ding. Good night, Doctor.
Vengeance is mine, saith the Lord.
I won't let you.
Who's the guilty brother?
Implicate your
Mercy on the elderly. The killer's right there.
Nope.
The killer's right there.
That's the one what done it.
You won't get away with this.
Sweet drugs, baby.
Vengeance is mine, saith the Lord.
Come on, then. Oh, yeah. Another one. I've got more for you if you're looking for it.
You're coming from me. You know me, mate?
Who's next? Another bop for a bop. Sorry, Bobby, you're dropping. What fun. Ah, no, thank you. What comes around goes around, I guess.
Sorry.
Fucking knocked his rock back at him. You dumb bitch. Oh, man. Oh, hey, what is that? What are you? Oh, you're the... Okay. I don't think I want to do that yet, though. I don't think I can. Not yet. I need to walk around the map, though.
We'll laugh about this later. Where do you think I used to run the 100 metres?
Where is the way through? Is there not a way around?
I hope you like this sort of thing. Here, I want you to have this.
Keep calm, keep calm.
Ow. Shut up. I have the cops on my side, stupid. Another one. Shut up. I don't know if you know this.
There's the murderer, right there.
Shut up.
I'll put a damper on you.
Will you there? Will you really? Can you guys just
That's for
leave
knocking
me
down my blocks in nursery.
Thank you. Now, how the hell do I get on the other side of this place?
Jesus. Oh my God. I hope you like this sort of thing. I just want you to know that I appreciate what you do.
La-da-dee-dee-dee-dee. Ba-da-ba-da. Oh dear.
I see ya. You're coming with me.
I don't. Yeah! I had a word.
Just what people used to call people like Percy.
That is a good thought, Arthur. Took you this long to finally think of it. La-da-dee-dee-dee, la-da-dee-da-da.
Your joy in it.
No, the hell I don't, you stupid hoe.
You take your joy in it.
Nope. I don't want it. Nice. Well,
I'm getting old.
you're stupid. You suck. Loser. Bitch. Green is tacky. You all suck. I hate you. You should die. I hope you die soon. You all deserve to burn in hell.
How can I help?
I have the
Lovely to see you.
things.
Did you get the, you know?
It was sort of horrible, really.
Oh, they'll be fine. My, it did take quite a lot, didn't it? Well, more for us.
If anyone ever uses one of those on me, I will hunt you down and kill you.
Oh, you are a card, sir. A card! It's not the only device like this out there. I think that you will be pleased indeed with the results. Here, let me give you some of my prototype compounds. Oh, and a young fellow like you with an interest in chemistry, you probably have a home lab. With this, you can make it just a bit more professional. I'll just take this off your hands. I just remembered how she made the... well, I've thought of a better way for it to work.
Yes, well, this has been terribly informative. I'll go now.
Oh, drop by any time you need drugs.
Drugs.
Let me see.
Just looking.
Damn, I got 5 skill points from that? Jeez. What did he give me? I wish I could use this. What I need are more pockets. New formula Dexipin? Permanently increases maximum stamina by a moderate amount. Ooh! Is that what the noise that it made? Chrono Bomb? Time doesn't fly anymore. Slows all other characters. Oh. Is that a permanent thing? I would like that. Ooh, I'll keep that on. I'll keep that on me. Maybe there's doctors around. Oh, why did I do that? I already know that where I got the
Well, that was scenic.
I already got the docs. I don't need to worry about them. Aha.
What do you do if you're with a downer? Well, if it's you, then just excuse yourself and take your joy right away. You'll be as right as rain in no time. But what if it's not you? Well, the first thing to do is ask the downer, have you had enough joy today? Most sensible people will realize they've forgotten their morning joy. After all, forgetfulness can happen to any of us. In fact, it's a sign you're taking your joy. So remind them and they'll take their joy right away and, yes, problem solved. But what if the person won't take his joy? Well then, you need to step up and do your patriotic duty to your fellow citizen of Wellington Wells. If you can see a policeman or a doctor, simply notify them that there's a downer in the area, and yes, they'll take care of the rest. After all, it's their job. But if there are no authorities, you may need to take action yourself. Call your fellow citizens and let them know they've got a downer in their midst. They'll help help him chase and subdue the downer and make sure he takes his joy. Once he's recovered his... For any reason he fails to recover, don't...
Permanently. Oh. I didn't realize that's what that said. If you plant this, you'll get lilies. If you eat it, you'll get a few calories. Go-go juice. You're not invincible, but you're a lot less vincible than normal. Maxes out health points and increases the user's stamina reduction and range for a short time. Alright.
He fails to recover. Don't feel
I'm
bad.
good. I'm ready to
Sad
go.
feelings are contagious, and one bad hour can spoil the lot.
Oh, that's right. I need to go here. I could have done that while in there. I could have just used the door. Never mind. I'm
I
already
feel
doing this.
oddly guilty for not buying a ticket.
It's fine. Man, I got 22. Jesus. I do like the sound of this one. For melee attacks, explosion, electricity, and bees. Yes, I would like less damage against me. That would be really nice. If I can get that revolver powdered, I can go through it. You know, okay. I don't need to worry about that. Let's just go. How many posture checks are you going to do, Cammy? Oh, there's blood here. That's new. That wasn't there before.
Doctor? He does love to be in the papers, then right on in.
I told him the labs was on lockdown. They don't listen anymore.
Well, you certainly laid out a convincing argument.
Are you saying I hit him too hard?
I don't know. Is he breathing?
Well, he made a sort of sigh.
And then some gurgling noises?
He came right at me.
Just make sure you leave that electro baton near him, in case he turns out to be important.
I've learned so much from you over the years.
Wow.
All right.
Right as rain, sir. Right as rain.
Are you sure you're right as rain? You didn't look it. You kind of. Hope you don't mind if I just, hello?
Couldn't be better, thanks.
Right-o.
Hey there, there's nobody here. What are you talking about? I think you guys are liars. You guys are crazy. Just making sure your back is straight. I have, what's it called? What is it called again? I have 2 lumbar support pillows, one for my bum and one for my back.
Where do you think you're going then? We're not open to the general public. Bugger off.
I'm interviewing Dr. Verloc.
It sort of forces me to be in a
You're a
good
member of the
posture.
Fourth Estate. You've come at an awkward time, you see, as we're just in the middle of... well, there's been a bit of excitement in the lab. Let's come back tomorrow.
You're not saying something's gone wrong?
No, of course not. Everything's peachy. Look, all right, you take your press pass up to Helen in public relations. Just follow the sort of brown-coloured line. I must ask you not to stray from the path, because there's all sorts of delicate machinery and chemicals and whatnot, and we don't want you hurting yourself, do we?
What sort of crisis makes them lock down the entire factory?
I bet they killed them. They killed them. They probably killed Verloc. Well, the elevator seems to be broken.
I'm not sure the workers here will have the same respect for a press pass as the Bobbies did.
Fuck.
You are not authorized. Please clear the area immediately.
No, thank you. I think I'm
Haven't seen
good.
one of those in a while. Nice to see you.
Yeah. A clean worker is a keen worker. Looting, just stealing people's loot. Suggestion box. What is this? To all employees from Alice Little, supervisor, while we are all enjoy a good laugh, pranks in the employee lounge have gotten out of hand. Today, Roger became quite alarmed that his tea time macaron had made him shrink. After several employees remarked that he seemed to be getting smaller. In fact, some person or persons unknown went to the trouble of replacing his uniform with an identical but larger one. Valuable work time was wasted by this tomfoolery. In future, kindly confine your pranks to your off hours, Alice. Someone hasn't had their joy today. Suggestions of the month: chocolate-covered strawberry joy. For Valentine's. Well. Such a good idea. Not gonna lie. Very good idea. Isn't Valentine's Day coming soon or some shit? I don't know. Rubber ducky. Rubber ducky. Rubber ducky, you're the one. You make bath time lots of fun. All the words that I don't remember because I don't watch that crap.
Mind the closing doors, please. Please stand by for decontamination. Product purity is our highest goal at Hayworth Labs. The decontamination procedure allows us to maintain the highest standard of purity.
Okay.
I'm so glad they're concerned about purity.
You have been decontaminated. Please proceed into the lab.
Do not
Wow.
turn down the heat on the brominating reaction until you've noted the temperature curve. I need to determine the explosive threshold temperature.
Jesus.
Never mind. Just grab
Oh, hi.
the temperature curve, pop it in the new bag.
Yeah, maybe you want to get away from that fire before you die
I
after
won't
I knock
remove
you
any
out.
residue on the explosive debris.
I've always liked you, actually.
There we are. Sorry. Excuse me. Would you like to fall asleep?
I wonder if there's a way around it.
Good night. Sorry. Sorry. Excuse me, can anyone open his door, please? Anyone? Anyone at all? I'll find a way past the sealed door. What about over here? This looks safe enough. Oh dear. Ow.
It's nothing personal.
Yeet. Oh, hi. Sorry. Really gonna have to ask you to take a break for a bit.
Just lie down.
I'll take that.
Worker safety.
Oh, okay.
Now we see the violence inherent in the system.
They can all see me for all I give a shit. There's nothing they can really do about me. Sorry. My bad.
Look, I don't even want to be here.
Didn't mean to do that.
Which one of these controls the steam? Or do they both?
I don't know, but what about if I did?
I feel so chivalrous turning off that dangerous steam. If that is indeed what I did.
Well, no one way to find out. Was there more upstairs to that? No, not really. Oh. You're dead. Well, no sense in keeping a body around. Might as well get rid of it. Oh dear. The floor is lava. Or in this case, electrified.
Of the fog next time I come down there. Just get a 1 gallon beaker, stick it in the fog.
Ah, why did I jump so far?
And label it.
What the fuck, dude? And that one didn't even let me freaking jump. It just... Oh my goodness, what the fuck? I'm getting steamed. That's not very nice of you at all. Factory, now how would I go back? Right here. Maybe? Ah, button. Aha. Click. I'll take this. And I'll take that. And that. And those. Ah, I'm gonna need those too.
Maybe I can sneak past these gents without a fuss.
I mean, maybe, but, you know, maybe I'd rather have a fuss. I'll take that gas mask. Yoink.
I guess this is the latest test formula. I think I'll just take this with me. Evidence or something. Permanent solution. Drove the subject insane. Oh, Lord. A big red button. I wonder what it opens.
Click.
I feel rather brilliant right now.
I'm so brilliant. I'm the most brilliant Brit that there ever was. Oh, hi. Oh. Hi, would you like to open the door? What are you guys doing over there? What's that? I don't know. What do you mean? There's a window over there. Maybe I can somehow get in?
Dr. Verloc would like all personnel to know that he must not be disturbed for the next
I would have to somehow figure out a way into there.
all inquiries until then. Resolve the situation yourself.
Hello! No, put that away.
Put a damper on you.
No, you won't. Not when you're all dampered out.
Something else. No.
LMAO, red button equals nuke in America. That's the equivalent there. Yes. We get people in white coming after me saying, yeah, baby, yeah. It's basically the same as a nuke. Both are bad.
Funny. Suddenly I remember that time I threatened to thrash Timmy Hargreaves because he said rotten things about Sally. And it turned out he had an older brother who'd been in the army, and he was waiting for me on my doorstep when I came home from school. And he gave me such a thrashing. Why would I remember that right now?
Oh no, you stole my mojo. Yes, I have stolen your mojo. What are you gonna do about it? What is this? Oh, I have 2 notes. To Dr. Verloc from Ronald Norrish. Responding to test of A329. We have had mixed results with our first test of A329. The subject, Vanessa Tinkerbell, came to us presenting downer symptoms of melancholy and unpleasant memories. We are pleased to report that this is no longer the case. There have been some side effects, however. Tinkerbell was formerly one of the village's foremost intellectuals. She now has difficulty with basic cognitive functions and exhibits obsessive behaviors. Example, she runs around her cell clapping her hands and seems to believe she can fly. Recommendation: further research on A329 required. At a minimum, it should only be used for the most severe downer cases. May 13th, 1956, to General Byng from Harry Hallworth. Harry Hallworth, that's the person I'm following. General, I must inform you that, despite the initial success of our Joy program, our supplies of the necessary ingredients will run out. Not necessarily soon, but sooner or later. At least unless the political situation changes and we can once again import them. May I suggest that we begin a secondary line of research, I've read some intriguing phrenology studies that suggest the true source of happiness lies in physical manipulation of the brain. Perhaps we should use the breather we've given ourselves to pursue an electronic approach. Please advise. Oh dear. Well, nothing I'm gonna do about that. I love pressing
Dr.
big red
Verloc
buttons.
is thinking very hard, sir. No visitors.
The brominating reaction has caught fire.
Sir, sorry to bother you, sir, but there's a fellow here says the reaction tank is on fire again.
I said no interruptions.
Some of the byproducts are poisonous.
He says it's poisonous, sir.
Of course there are poisonous byproducts. Tell him to do whatever they did the last time.
Dr. Verloc would like you to do whatever you did the last time.
No one knows that. He's an imposter. Implement security protocol 187.
Oh, yes, sir. That's my favourite protocol.
Oh.
I am full of the fury of the Lord, and I am right weary with holding back.
Right. I'm done fooling around.
Oh my, you are a big bobby, aren't ya? You're a big boy, ain't ya? But the bigger they are, the harder they fall. Shame, really. Broken helmet. Oh, behave. Do I make you Randy, baby? Yeah. La di 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 da. La do 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 do. Oh. Of course. Bastard. Yeah, sure. Why not? After I finish this one. After I finish this mission and, like, finish exploring, there was another part that I haven't seen yet. I'm a little sad that I missed it.
For a full battery of tests done on the latest isomer. Now, where is it? Why is it not in the pneumatic? Do any of you want to keep your jobs? I'll have you all replaced by Mrs. Pankhurst's Bridge Club. They'll do a better job than you people.
For the last time, pipes are not musical instruments. Thank you. Wonderful.
There.
Good night. Good night. Good night. No, you didn't.
Can't we just
that's a thing.
agree to disagree?
Yeah, it is. I'll do it again.
Why are we doing this to each other?
Stupid. Fucking idiot. Oh, looks like we have another victim. I'm sorry society treated you like this. But I mean, I can't help it if I gave her that name. Isn't that right, society? Yes, it is. Oh, who are you? You look like you shat your pants. I'm giving you a hug. And now I'm throwing you. Boop. Oh, hi there. I didn't see you. No, you don't see me.
Can't we work something out? No?
I know I will have to go through that door, but I don't really feel like it right now. I want to go upwards. You know, a lot of people move too much in a horizontal direction these days. I feel like feel like changing things up to a vertical dimension. I bet that DPS would be better if the bat didn't have a jacket on. It would. It honestly would. But it's for knocking people out, not killing them. I'm not trying to kill people. That takes all the fun out of it. No, I just feel like not killing anyone yet. If I can continue exploring the world even after I'm done, then sure, why not? But for now, I'm not killing anybody.
Phrenology?
Oh my.
Was that supposed to be ironic? I thought you were only supposed to give someone a piece of your mind. Is that an original?
That's Harry Hallworth. Click.
Sergeant! Sergeant!
Did you know half your workers are unconscious?
The fumes issue will resolve itself. Look, I'm very busy recalculating the brominating reaction, so it is non-explosive. Unless you've got a magic formula for synthesizing joy out of bleach, whiskey, and saltpeter.
Jesus Christ.
You're planning to lobotomize the people of Wellington Wells, aren't you?
Lobotomize is a rather inflammatory metaphor, but yes, I have been asked to synthesize something stronger and more permanent than joy. Who are you?
If you force people to have the emotions you want, then you've turned them into robots made out of meat.
And what do you think you are now? You are just the sum of the neuropeptides swirling in your bloodstream. You see, the current Downer outbreak is just a mass chemical imbalance. But I believe I can adjust the internal hormonal settings so the people stay happy no matter what.
You can't do that.
They told the Wright brothers they couldn't fly, but they did.
You can't do that.
Oh, my lord. You're that Downer they've been warning us about.
I'm actually just here for a bottle of cod liver oil.
What makes you think I'll give it to you?
This bottle of your new formula. If I smash it and you breathe the fumes, will it make you happy forever and always?
You mustn't. It makes the patient insane. Ha! Now you can't move until I take my hand off this button.
No, you shan't move at all.
Oh.
Way to go, genius.
Now, where's the bloody cod liver oil Sally wanted? This is the cleanest office I've ever seen. Where does he hide his junk? I wonder if he has a secret lair. He's just the sort who would.
But
hello. I'm in a haunted house movie.
Scooby-Dooby-Doo.
Sally's ridiculous cod liver oil had better be down here, or I shall be cross.
Oh. Sally. And
Listen, Sally Boyle's going to come live with us for a bit.
Sally Boyle? Why?
Because her mum poisoned the whole bloody rest of her family, Arthur. And because we've got a spare bed in the attic now till Percy comes back from Germany. She's your age, you know.
She's an idiot.
Well then, you two should get along beautifully.
Ooh. I mean, she is kind of an idiot.
Dr. Verloc seems to be quite the collector. Where's the fucking cod liver oil?
Oh, that's weird. I don't like that. That makes me uncomfortable. I know what they did to make that. Thought I heard something move. Oh, I did. June 12th, 1950. To Dr. Harry Hallworth from General Bing. Dear Sir, as you know, our citizens have become dispirited due to some unfortunate incidents during the war. I believe your laboratory could be of service in restoring morale. On examining the German camp, we discovered that German soldiers were given fatigue pills that contain amphetamines and opioids, which contributed greatly to their esprit de corps. It turns out that's how their men were able to punch through our lines again and again. We were wondering how it was that they ever seemed to sleep. I believe the answer to our problems may be chemical. I believe you might be the hero we need now. I am aware that this will inconvenience your own research, but, as that other great Napoleon fighter said, England expects that every man will do his duty. Dear Dr. Verloc, thank you so much for showing me your laboratory when I visited with Mr. Adams. As you can imagine, it was very exciting for a girl from a small chemist shop. I myself have been training to become a chemist and have learned pretty much everything Mr. Adams has to teach me. I wonder if I might come by your laboratory sometime to ask you more advanced chemistry questions. It would be such a privilege to learn from a really advanced scientist. Sincerely, Sally Boyle. Nerd.
The King of X! The King of X! The King of X! Don't laugh, Arthur. Don't laugh.
Arthur, you bastard. Bomber thinks he's the rightful King of England. Bites. Free permission to restrain or tranquilize at caregiver's discretion. Concern, lacks of appetite, often falls asleep during meals. Semi-lucid dosage increase, perhaps too extreme. Threatened beheading unless someone blew on hot porridge. Terrible fit, but 2 nurses restrained. Bed, spat, spat. Refuses to bathe without his most trusted valet. Oh. Still refuses. Okay. Sang God save the king until he was tranquilized. Threw a meal on the floor to nurse to clean it. Bit the new caretaker. Hi there. How's it going? Codename Coconut. What are you? Codename Coconut. Weird. Harry Hallworth. Harry! You're Harry? Yelling for issued multiple colorful death threats, struck the nurse again from suicide via banging head against the wall. Jesus. Oh. Well. Don't know what to tell ya. You're kinda stuck. What is this? Gemma Olsen. I think I found her. Asked after mother's welfare, will up-dose 200 milligrams. Attempted to bribe caretaker with sexual favors. Meals denied as punishment. Violent sobbing, vomiting, refusal to speak. Gross. What a whore. Can I go in there? No? Come on. I can't open it, dude. I don't know what to tell you.
And thank you, Sally, for another wonderful adventure.
Dr. Hallworth. What is this? February 9th, 1957, to General Bing, from Anton Verloc, Ph.D. I hope you will not think of a mere research chemist is out of line in contacting you, but I am frankly concerned about Dr. Hallworth. Despite Joy's great success, he has begun allocating resources towards his study in phrenology, a laughable discredited 19th century pseudoscience. Indeed, he talks of little else when he thinks no one can hear him. I'm not suggesting he's actually sabotaging the factory. The recent shortages are the result of mix-ups that anyone could have made. But I know you share my concern about the importance of our work to Wellington Wells, and he won't listen to me or anybody else. What do you recommend we do? Boop. Oh. Sally Boyle. Anton, I just had the most smashing idea. You've been so cross about our running out of chemicals, but the witches, yes, I know how you feel about them, but hear me out, use a kind of toad slime that turns out to be a hallucinogen. Hallucinogen, yeah, I said that right. It made me think. We could make new flavors of joy using local goodies like toads, poppies, and magic mushrooms. Very excited to chat tonight. Hugs and kisses, Sally. P.S. I also found a great war recipe for a shell shock's tea, made from St. John's wort, which grows like a weed in the Garden District. Actually, I think it is a weed. How do I get you, Hallworth? How do I free you?
This doesn't look like where the pills go out. What's going on this conveyor belt? Possibly me.
To the new secretary. I hope you have better success in this job than I did. You should know that Dr. V is most insistent that all traces of a certain woman be expunged from the laboratory. If you ask me, she who must not be named was the brains behind this whole operation. It hasn't been the same since she left. Dr. V will ask you for information that is in her notes, but you can't give him one of her notes. Oh no, else you'll be sacked like me. I've hidden her papers in the storage room and the computer room, which used to be her office. So you can get them without his knowing. It's complicated, but I'm sure you'll manage. Good luck. Betty. P.S. Dr. V also get his knickers in a knot if you nip some of his good scotch. Just a word to the wise. I mean, who wouldn't? Honestly, why are you taking the good scotch? Shame on you. Goddamn, these are some big-ass pills. What are these, suppositories? Holy fuck. Disgusting. Alright, well I found the how to get in here. Oh dear.
Oh, that smells awful. Is this where they flushed the chemicals?
Oh, yucky. Oh, hi. Won't you stupid?
Drain?
No swimming.
To where? The river? Might be a way out, if I don't mind poisoning the river. Not that anything's alive in it now.
To all employees from Alice Little Supervisor. Yet again, I've discovered employees flushing a bad batch of joy down the drain. It will make the fish happy is not an acceptable excuse. Often we can restore a batch of slightly defective joy by the addition of rations. Waste not, want not.
We can restore a batch of slightly defective joy. How many batches of slightly defective joy have gone out?
I mean, it's still going on. I've seen the sewage shit. Shit, most likely. Nick, take me with you? Whoa. I love you. Take me with you. You're my hero. What's going on? Man.
A hatch. Lovely. I've never seen so many hatches in my entire life. Did they fall in? Or were they pushed? Or were they flushed?
I might have been swimming. Like a bunch of idiots. Alright. Oh, what the fuck? Okay. Nothing to see here. Can I go back in? Oh, I can't go back in. I missed a thing! Fuck! God damn it. God damn it. God damn it. I'll do that again some other time. I'm gonna hop on Battlefront 2 and join you in a bit. Also, this thing is the thing. Look at this. Look at this. This is literally Jack the Ripper in this game. Foggy Jack is real. Foggy Jack is a real killer. He is. He's actually Jack the Ripper. There was a room that I missed to check. I really wanted to check this one room, but I got stuck in like a sequence when I wanted to check another room, which sucks. How often, as curfew hour approaches, do we Welkies joke, "Go inside or Foggy Jack will get you"? The Au Courant believes our legendary boogeyman is actually a real person, and a real murder. A number of citizens have recently gone missing after walking in the fog at night. In the past year, Annie Chapman, Elizabeth Stride, and Catherine Eddowes, these are all victims of Jack the Ripper, were all found to have gone on holiday after venturing out after curfew in thick fog. Their holiday announcements all claimed they have been carelessly running with scissors, literally fucking ripped apart, at the time of their deaths. In fact, their bodies were hacked to bits. Jack the Ripper! The Au Courant can now report, in addition, the missing Marys, Mary Jane Kelly and Mary Ann Nichols, who are literally victims of Jack the Ripper, who returned from Gibraltar. We have been told to expect were also last seen on the evening of a pea souper. They too were found to have been hacked to pieces. It is unclear whether the constabulary is actually investigating Foggy Jack, as they literally laughed at this reporter when asked about him. But, continue on page 4. Literally, Jack the Ripper is in the game! I think that's really cool as shit. Alright. Let's get on Battlefront 2. I'm gonna reset the stream really quickly. That way, when it's like uploaded, it'll just be Star Wars Battlefront and not have this included. Be right back in a bit.